let's discuss with the chairman of the House Intelligence Committee, Congressman Adam Schiff of California. Congressman, thank you so much for joining us. How concerned are you about the possibility that some of your own colleagues may have wittingly or unwittingly actually helped this mob?
Well, that's the question. If there was any kind of communication, was it witting or unwitting? It would be obviously deeply, deeply disturbing if some of the people I serve with were giving aid and comfort to people who were planning to attack the Capitol or assisting them in some way, or as some have alleged, were giving tours to potential insurrectionists. It may be that some of these communications in terms of the members were unwitting, but we need to get answers, both to protect the existing members of Congress, but also to hold anyone accountable who may have played an affirmative role in that attack.
Because as you know, and you're indicating this, in the aftermath of the deadly siege, some of your Democratic colleagues actually said they were fearful of some Republican members. Clearly, this new information is simply going to contribute to those fears. So what's your message to those members who are worried right now?
Well, look, I don't think any of us can tell our colleagues they shouldn't be concerned about their security. I've had enough death threats of my own to keenly understand what's at stake and what it's like to be, in the target zone. So I understand where members are coming from. We have to do our jobs and soldier on. That means we have to be accessible to people. Now, we're a lot less accessible during the pandemic, at least in person. And when we look at some of the security recommendations, I'll tell you one of the ones that pleases me the most is that some of the Capitol Police may be devoted to providing security out in our districts, not just in the Capitol. Indeed, before January 6th, I thought the Capitol was one of the safest places, but we need to make sure there's security for us to do our jobs, whether that's in the Capitol or in our districts.
Yeah, you guys need security all the time now, given what's going on. And this new threat that we're just learning about, this investigation, the threat to the Capitol, stems from this conspiracy theory that former President Trump will regain power. Supposedly, he was going to regain power today. One Republican says it's now on Trump to speak out. I want you to watch this, Congressman Mike McCall of Texas.
I think President Trump has a responsibility to tell them to stand down. This threat is credible, and it's real.
Very strong words. Why aren't other Republicans, why aren't they simply saying the same thing to Trump? You got to calm things down. This is a dangerous environment that you're helping to create.
Well, same combination of weaknesses, fear and ambition. Most of the Republican members who won't stand up to Donald Trump do so or fail to do so because they don't want a primary challenge. They're afraid to cross him. Others are ambitious. The Cruzes of the world, the Hawleys of the world, they want to run for president. They don't want to alienate the Trump base that they think they would need in a presidential primary. So they don't speak out. Or worse, they amplify the president's lies about Georgia, about the elections nationally, about the legitimacy of the current president. And that just increases the risk. There are already enough dangerous conspiracies out there, not just the dangerous conspiracy, which may seem absolutely insane to us, about March 4th being Inauguration Day and somehow Trump being inaugurated on March 4th, but also, the very damaging and dangerous conspiracy theory that vaccines contain a microchip put in place by Bill Gates as part of a completely different and completely bogus conspiracy. That's harmful to the country too if it makes people reluctant to get vaccinated.
Yeah, and many of Trump's supporters are reluctant to get vaccinated, and he missed an enormous opportunity in the final days that when he was in the White House. He and Melania, the then First Lady, they both got their vaccines, they got their shots, but they kept it secret. They could have done a photo op, they could have said something to reassure those of Trump's supporters that it was a good idea to get a vaccine. Didn't do it, only came out in the last few days. That was a real missed opportunity, wasn't it?
It certainly was, but it was also so consistent with Donald Trump. After all, when he got COVID, he kept it secret for a while, and then when he couldn't keep it secret, He went and did things that sent exactly the wrong message, taking his mask off, putting his security personnel at risk by doing that little parade drive-by when he was leaving Walter Reed Hospital. So he missed an opportunity then, even when he got sick with this, to tell the country how serious it is, that they needed to maintain social distance, they needed to wear a mask. And so can we really be surprised that when he did get vaccinated, he likewise did not use that opportunity to help the country move in the right direction?
Yeah, that was really, really a major, major blunder. Congressman, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Wolf.
Adam Schiff of California.